My name is Adam Searan, and my music is probably some of the most real country music that you can listen to right now. Well, I mean, when I was a kid, I grew up in church, and so I always got interested in singing there. But then, when I was like 11 years old, I heard Oasis and Wonderwall for the first time, and that's when I decided I was going to start playing. And after that, it was pretty much, I was in. I don't know, man. I really like the Bluebird a lot. I think probably of all the places I've played, I think the Bluebird is the coolest. And for those of you who don't know, the Bluebird is that legendary cafe that you see on the TV show Nashville. That's been here for a long time, and I think it's really cool because the people, they're really there to listen to the music, and they really connect to everything that you do and say. And it's just really cool to be part of that crowd. And there's not really a big stage, you're sitting right there in the middle of the crowd. It's pretty cool. Life experience, I think, is the biggest inspiration for songs for me. So actually, I had a fan tell me one time I recorded this song that I wrote when I was going through a really hard time, and I recorded it, and the recorded version was a little more produced, and so my fan was like, "It's like, what is this crap?" And and I laughed, and I said, "What do you mean?" And she goes, "You sound too happy." She's like, "Go get your feelings hurt and re-record it." And so that's kind of my process, man. I go through life and then I write about it. I still think to this day, I think this song, there's a song I wrote called Rescue. I think it's really important, and it really set the pace for what my brand is all about, which is play it, sing it, mean it. And I wrote Rescue. It was the hardest times in my life, and it really saved my life in a lot of ways, and it's still one of my favorite songs because it reminds me of where I came from, and of course life and things are a lot better now, but I think it's a really important song, and so it still holds its place at number one. I think after that, probably Drink Till It's Gone is probably my other favorite. So that's going to be on the new record. So keep your eyes peeled for that. Well, I mean, I don't write or play songs that I haven't lived. I'm not the kind of guy that just goes into a room and says like, "Hey everyone, showed up for work today, let's write a hit for my next record." I'm usually the guy that goes into the room and says like, "Hey, this is what's going on, let's write a song about it." And so I think that's what makes my music unique, is that it is really me. It's really transparent, and I think that's why some things in my life have been really interesting, like dating, because sometimes people will go listen to my lyrics and they'll like hack my emotions with them. And so I think it's been an interesting process, but play it, sing it, mean it. It's the real me. So that's what you get when you listen to my music. I think for me, the biggest two milestones would just be on one side to know that I made a difference in people's lives, and that the music that I put out there that they're listening to will help them get to the next place where they are in their life. And then also the second milestone for me is to be able to come back to my hometown, my city, where there's in Nashville, Tennessee, where there's so many hardworking recording artists and musicians and bands, and really start creating some real opportunities for them. Because I feel like that's one area where Nashville could definitely do better, especially in the genre of music that I play. And so I'm very passionate about creating opportunities for musicians and artists. I'm probably the most active on a Twitter channel, and so that's really the best place to catch me. And if you want to know more about me, IamTheBand.net is my website. You can go there. I got links to Instagram and Spotify and all that jazz, and you can check out my bio and all that stuff right there at IamTheBand.net. And it's getting better. We just we gave the website a new facelift, so there's a lot of cool new features coming. And I always respond to every message personally, so you're not getting some like robot or some record label machine responding to you. It's me. So I want to hear from you, and I want to know what you think. And even if you've got song ideas, send them my way. I'll give you some feedback. So it's all about the next generation. Play it, sing it, mean it. There's a song out there on YouTube, and it's actually climbing the charts. My buddy, the Iceman, he's really, really awesome. You can check him out at theicemanshow.com. Actually, the song that I put out called Last is moved up to number 14 on his top 40 countdown. You can check out the official music video for that on my YouTube channel, which you can get to through my website, or it's also on my website. So check out my song Last, and let me know what you think. And also add it to your Spotify playlist or your Apple Music playlist. I'm sure it will encourage you, and I hope you enjoy it as much as I do.